Okay, so welcome back to another lamp starting. This is yet again another informative video on how to light a Coleman kerosene lantern. Slightly different to the last one. This one runs on kerosene, a different fuel, also known as paraffin. And basically this needs preheating, so it's a little bit different to the petrol lanterns or the Coleman fueled lanterns. But there's a few things that are in common. So, you've got the little lantern here, and this isn't the ideal squeezy bottle, but this should do the trick. Now, move it a bit closer. If you can see just in there, just below, there's a little dish, and that basically is the cup that holds the methylated spirits, or whatever you want to call it, denatured alcohol, and it holds the fuel, and it preheats the tube that's going up to the top, and that's the generator. So that means that when the paraffin is pressurized and pushed through the tube, it can then start to vaporize and turn into a gas and come out the mantle, or the valve on the mantle, and be turned into a blue flame. So what we're going to attempt to do now is just slot this up through the little port. I'm going to have to get it off camera because I can't quite. Maybe with a bit of luck. There we go. So we managed to get some in there, and there's a little bit spilt on the actual base of the lantern, so that will light up in a moment, but hopefully it'll be okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to light up my splint. I'm going to poke it through the lighting port and ignite the methylated spirits. So that's going to slowly start burning, and burning a bit better than that. It picks up as it heats up, and in doing so it will start to heat the generator. So what I'll do is I'll give you a quick show. There you go, you can see the methylated spirits burning down in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here, and we will rejoin when the methylated spirits is almost burnt out. Okay, so we're back again with the Coleman. We've let it heat for a few moments, and what we're going to do now is, as the meth is still burning, we're going to start to give it a few pumps. So, as on every Coleman lantern, all you must do is turn the little pumping knob anti-clockwise, and probably about a full turn. And then you put your thumb over the hole and pump. So we're going to give it a fair few pumps, not too many, but enough. Now this tank is actually quite full of paraffin, so it's obviously going to need less pumps than one that is less full, and that should hopefully do it for now. Now on the other lanterns, we also have a cleaning nozzle, which is operated by this little valve here, and that needs to be done before you light the lantern, and you just give it a few rotations, giving it a turn out, and that pricks the jet where the paraffin will be forced through. So, with the methylated spirits now burning rather low, what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a quick test by giving it a quarter of a turn, and there we have it. Instant light, and it's pretty bright. In fact, I'd say this is brighter than the dual mantle one we've got burning to the side of us. So there is still meth burning away in there, but within a few seconds or a few minutes, the meth will be all gone and it'll be burning off its own heat. And as you can see, there's no nasty flare-ups at the moment, so what we can do now is, now that it's running stably, we can actually open it all the way up. And there we have it. There's the lantern fully running and happy. So shutting down on this lantern is pretty simple. It's yet again, turn the control wheel, or valve wheel, whatever you want to call it, turn the valve wheel all the way clockwise, and it will in turn turn the lantern off. This one tends to take a little less time than the normal Coleman petrol lamps because it doesn't need to clean the generator as much, but it still does take a few seconds for the actual flame to disappear and off. A good little thing to do with these lamps is to depressurize the system. So after it's gone stone cold, what you want to do is just gently release the pressure from the tank, making sure there's no naked flames around it. So other than that, that is the Coleman lamp, kerosene lantern, all lit and working. Quite happily burning away there with a nice bright light. what we'll do is before we finish this video, we'll cut to a clip of it outdoors in the dark and we'll show you the kind of light this lamp gives off. But anyway, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.